what's up YouTube, M40 here. We're continuing on with the string of tier 4 meta decks. We are giving you guys Cosmic Hero Grand Gallop. Now, with me today is the owner of this deck, Christopher Google. Mr. Likes to play this deck in his casual time, ladies, and likes to power up his Vanguard, if you know what I mean. If you guys didn't get that reference as a nice funny, please press 1 to power up your Vanguard now. Do you ever just yell boosto?
All the time.
So
every time I'm thrusting in.
Oh my god, that's my catchphrase with this deck. Boost! Alright, so 4 copies of boosto. So this guy actually has
rear skill.
Yeah, this guy's actually pretty good. I have this deck and I'm... So, Burst Rearguard GB3. When your Vanguard attacks, if your Vanguard's power is 30,000 or greater, this guy gets plus 4,000. Okay, that's not special. But, if your Vanguard's 60,000 or greater, this guy gets plus 1 critical trigger. At the beginning of the right face, if the number of cards in your hand is 2 or less, well, you get to stride for free.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised that this deck doesn't get more play because of that ability. And then when your G unit strides on this counter plus 1, choose one of your Vanguard, and it gets 4k power until the end of the turn. And if it has burst, it gets another 4k power.
Actually, it's when you stride, it gives a power, and then you counter plus 1. If it has boost, it gives them more power.
Oh!
You pay cost after the first boost.
Ooh.
So if you say you go into Tiger who doesn't have boost, he'll still get 4k.
Okay.
Without the counter blast.
Okay, this wording always confuses me. I've been yelled at before about that. Alright, cool. So this is your sub Vanguard, correct?
Main Vanguard.
Oh, this is who you want to be on? What about this guy?
Mainly he's sub just because you have to counter blast to get the 4k.
But when the attack hits, you get to counter blast and draw a card.
Attack never hits.
I mean, sometimes we like to dream.
Attack never hits.
Oh man, it's only a Vanguard only ability for the GB2. You know what? Sometimes we like to dream when we're on quad drive that we're gonna get to draw more cards. Sometimes. We like pentadrives.
I mean, yeah.
Hey man, don't judge me. It seems like a good idea. Gosh. I don't know how to Vanguard. Boosto. So we're going with 7 grade 3s, which is actually not terrible at all. I like this over this, but this is better than this in the scenario for the free stride. Alright. Grade 2s. Oh, ooh. Daddy. 4 copies of this guy. This guy, I've read this before. Counter boss 1, 15k or greater. Choose one of your other rearguards, 4k. And when the attack hits, counter charge 2, and this guy has resist. Alright, so this is kind of just your big go-into guy.
I'm pretty sure both units, yeah. The other regard and he gets the 4k.
Okay, so that's actually relatively good.
So he hits numbers, and if your Vanguard's, what, 30k? 30k or greater, which he'll always be, counter charge 2. If he hits.
4 copies of this guy. I've actually not seen this guy. Where'd he come from?
Grand Rifter, set 7.
GBDO 7. Counter boss 1, soul boss 1, when he's placed on your guard. You have a Vanguard with Gallop in his card name, you get to pay the cost if you do. This guy gets 4k. And choose one of your Vanguards, it gets 4k. And once per turn, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if this unit's attack is 40,000 or greater, you get to draw a card.
There's your draw.
Alright, so this actually fills your draw engine in the deck, which is actually relatively good. Something that I think a lot of Vanguard people have really kind of complained about with this deck is it doesn't have hand functionality, but literally as the burst ability should be with this. Get it? It's not the burst ability, but you get stride for free when your hand's depleted, which is relatively nice. So, alright, I can dig this. I can dig this. Alright. And then this is our last grade 2. We're following the standard 11 on this lineup. For those of you at home, once per turn, when this unit power is increased due to the effect of one of your cards, and this unit's power is 13,000 or greater, choose one of your Vanguards, it gets 4k, and when the attack hits, your opponent chooses one of his or her rearguards and retires it. This doesn't seem all that great.
It's mainly there for your Grand Revolver.
So you'll rear guard this, target this, and then you'll be more power here.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, this is a free effect that is chosen to apply even more pressure, which seems relatively good in the scenario for this.
But other than that, I think that's really the only time a rear guard usually gets power. Is with Volver. I think maybe a grade 1 or 2.
I mean, applying pressure is your game.
Yeah.
Alright, 4 copy. Oh, no. We're on the 3-1 split, actually. So tell me why.
3-1 split because if you have to call this out to rear circle, he does return back to your hand. So to get a... Say you need that little bit extra power, you will get him back. But you do play the one of the Enigman Calm, just because you can PG and then recur it back if your Vanguard hits over 45, I believe.
And you get a free counter charge.
And a free counter charge. But I mean, he is a counter blast, so...
I mean, for general recursion, this is not bad at all.
Right.
It's just, once again, I prefer perfect cards such as this, that we get recursion. Come on, Dreg Saber Esros is a card.
Right. I mean, I guess you could also play a 2-2 split. I'm just seeing a lot... I'm seeing a better...
scenario
play
with
this.
this.
The 3-1.
4 copies of Stride Fodder, which allows us to get to any of our Grand Gallops, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Because all he says is Gallop, not...
Gallop. Burst.
Not
Boost.
Cosmic Hero.
The expensive promo card. 4 copies of this. How you liking this guy?
She's basically your combo starter. I wouldn't even say combo starter. She's basically the starter to get everything.
Restless, choose one of your Vanguards. It gets plus 4k in favor of the Vanguard with the burst ability. Choose one of your other Vanguards. Okay, so this is also another starter for the grade 2.
Yeah.
This guy. Alright, I like that. I actually have not seen this guy before either.
I actually didn't either until I actually read him.
Units placed on rear guard if your Vanguard's power is 15,000 or greater. This guy gets 4,000 power until the end of the turn. If your Vanguard's power is 30,000 or more, you get to choose a Vanguard with Gallop in its card name, and it gets 4k power. So another 8,000 influx, right?
Well, 4 to
4k
him, and then 4k to the Vanguard.
But still, this is an 11k by itself.
So if you do have that situation where you don't have a column, you can attack Vanguard.
Okay. Stand triggers, baby. I don't know if we play them.
You do.
The starter?
You can rest it to give your Vanguard 4k, I believe, and then if your Vanguard is 35 or greater, you can put him in soul, draw a card, and countercharge.
Contrary to popular belief, we know what we're doing. We just like reading the cards to assist you. And make ourselves sound smarter. Okay. 4 of the Gallop critical trigger into the soul, draw a card when my Grand Gallop Vanguard is swinging. 4 of this critical trigger because we've chosen this life.
Yep. Justice.
Justice! It can be any critical trigger you want.
Basically.
It doesn't matter. 4 of the really good stand trigger. For those of you that don't know, this gives your Vanguard some really sick abilities. It just goes back on top of the deck, choose one of your Vanguards, gets 4k, and when the attack a Vanguard of 37 or greater, draw a card. This is my favorite play with DP with the restand. But, I mean, who doesn't like Quad Drive?
Quad Drive with extra draws.
Oh, I see you're playing these heal triggers. This just gives you counter charge, right? Yep.
Yep. Which the deck is a little bit counterblast heavy, and with that and comboed with the new G-Guard from the Fires Collection, it gives you a little bit more of a counter charge option.
Alright, our big bad avatar, Quad Drive McGallop.
He's the main stride you're going to be going into. So if he gets up to
35, you may pay this cost if you do, which is counterblast 1. He gets drive plus 1, and it's 40,000 greater. All of your guys in the front row get 4k for each face up of this guy. But once again, Quad Drive Aroli Macaroni in the Pie Aroli.
basically.
Sub Vanguard is this guy. We actually like this guy. The scenario doesn't come up too much, but when it does, once again, it's just a pressuring Vanguard. On the off turn, then we have this, or this actually more of as a finisher.
Finisher, and also if you need to be able to get your Enigman Calm back while pressuring your opponent, he will more than likely get up to the 45 needed to get the column out.
No, I've heard a few people talk about that this doesn't work the way that people think this works.
Now, you choose rear guards, and then you choose rear guards to rest, and then you choose that number of rear guards to give 4K power, and I think he gets 4K power as well.
And it's only one 4K.
Yes.
Dependent on the amount. Okay.
Those units and this unit get 4K.
Okay. And then X Phoenix over here. So this is a filler.
Basically placeholders at this point.
How did Commander Laurel D do? How often does this actually come up?
It's in there for a joke. You go into it if you're going to lose.
Oh. How are you feeling about no Commander Laurels in the deck so far? I should probably ask that.
To tell you the truth, I think Cosmic Heroes is one of the decks that can
go without
Laurel. But, I mean, it can always play Laurel.
The biggest win con of them all. I heard you smash somebody with this earlier.
145k power column, baby.
2 copies of these. This thing's actually just insane.
Gains 5k shield for every one of your rear guards.
Dismal for protection on the rear guards. And then these are pretty much just staples for your standard dimensional police variant. Any final comments besides, oh my god, where are my laurels, you noob?
Not really.
Boost.
Boostle the Vanguard. Yeah, not really. Literally, this card is this card's a joke. This is the real finisher.
Alright guys, that's all we got. We're out later. That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out MCole40 for Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and please check out MColeGames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming, NLGTCG.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.